Hey, what's going on there? This is Wayne, and we're looking at the Pewag. This is a Pewag chain review. Pewag hardened square link chain. This chain was designed for heavy equipment tire chains. So this was traction chain, and the chain used to wear out quickly and then break. So they came up with an ultra hard chain at a Rockwell hardness scale rating of 63 on this stuff, and it is completely awesome. I have not found a harder chain yet on the market at all. This stuff is absolutely scary to cut. It's chipped my bolt cutters both times I've attempted to cut it. You can see here, if we look at that this chipping and flattening, it's actually, the chain is harder than the steel in the bolt cutters. The bolt cutters are only probably about a 62 Rockwell hardness scale rating. And when you put a lot of weight and force on that fine edge, it cracks and it chips and it goes flying. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to try and cut this stuff, really, because it's dangerous. You're going to catch shrapnel, and you're not going to do anything anyways. I jumped up and down on this stuff, and you can't even tell a mark where that was going on. So this is hands down the hardest chain that I've seen or done any testing on. We've frozen it with the canned air right here and hit it with a big hammer to no avail. It's not so hard that it becomes brittle. It's got alloy in it, so it's got some other alloys that help everything bond together and hold together and stay together. So that did not work on it as an attack method. The Sawzall right here just flattens the teeth, completely flat, not even a scratch on there, barely even takes the outer coating paint off of there. Angle grinder, nothing gets by the angle grinder. So but it did. Compared to a normal piece of hardware store chain, this takes about 10 to 15 seconds to cut through with an angle grinder like so to make 2 cuts. This stuff took 2 minutes. Takes 1 minute to make 1 cut and another minute to make another cut in prime ideal conditions where I can lock it in a vise and go ahead and cut on this stuff. That's the other thing, all this testing's done in ideal conditions to benefit me to defeat the chain. Concrete floor, giant bolt cutters that are, super sharp and maintained, high quality stuff. I can put it in the bolt cutter, or I can put it in the vise and cut it on it with the Sawzall, and the grinder and everything else. If you're out in the field and this is loose and flimsy, like so, and you're trying to cut on it with your angle grinder, it's a very, very thin, fine blade, can become stuck and caught. And if it pinches, it'll disintegrate, it'll blow apart, and it'll send shrapnel towards your face and everywhere else. If the chain link catches, it can get caught in there. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong if you don't have it in the ideal conditions that you're at. So this is a great product. Pretty pricey, pretty expensive. I think it's 24, 28 bucks a foot, something like that. But if you have the ultimate security needs, this is the product right here. It's made in Austria. It's Pewag. I'll put some stuff in the details section below with part numbers and whatnot, and some contacts where to get it. This was donated by Delta Rigging, so thank you, Delta Rigging, to let me try this product out. I actually bought this for a customer before and did a little bit of testing on it, and it performed extremely well. So now this way we just dove into it a little bit further and debunked some myths about what this chain will or won't do. Just because it's the hardest one out there doesn't mean that you can get it cold and freeze it and hit it with a hammer and it just shatters like glass. Not going to happen. Pretty much no attack except for the angle grinder did anything to this chain. So that's all I've got about it. If you need ultra secure chain, this is it right here. For more information, check out the website below. Thanks for watching.